At the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Aquarius, I have to say this to you. You are going to have some kind of adventure here. You're literally going to have an adventure at the beginning of this week. And this in itself, it's really going to happen completely unexpected, completely out of blue. At the moment in time when you least expected, my gorgeous Aquamarini. And you know that these moments are ever so special, are ever so sacred, because we respond in a very specific way. When things happen to us spontaneously, they happen for a reason indeed, and that when they happen spontaneously, they happen for a reason, of course, in order for us to respond in a very, very unique way, okay? Because we don't have time to think, we don't have time to prepare, and our spiritual essence takes over, and we just respond in a way that we should respond, okay? So this is why this is going to be so important. So at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you are going to have this completely unexpected adventure. And most importantly, when you have this adventure, what are you going to realize? You're going to realize how exactly to escape from something really, really dark, from something really negative, from something really evil. And you're also going to realize through that adventure how to detach yourself from all this and how to let go of old and bad ideas as well, because when you have this adventure, there are some kind of old and bad ideas that are also going to be highlighted. And most importantly, you will know on one hand it's a time to let go of this, and you will also know on another hand how exactly to actually do this. You know, my gorgeous Aquamarini, this in itself is just so important, because at the same time it is like kind of going to remind you also, but you're going to be reminded, you know, to stick like to some kind of plan, stick to the plan, to stick to some kind of original plan from before. And this in itself, it's going to be absolutely evident and obvious here which plan from before I'm talking about, because you are going to be reminded of that. Like that is also going to happen completely unexpectedly, because someone in your life, somebody very close to you, very important to you, it's going to get in touch with you, and it's going to point to something that you've been talking about a long time ago. So you are going to be reminded of that, and this is going to be brilliant. What you need to understand, my gorgeous Aquamarini, that this is the time where your luck is about to change. Do you know what? Luck, and in a good way, in a really, really good way. So this adventure, it's also the sign, and it's an amazing time when it comes to when it comes to you needing to realize that luck is an energy that always changes. Of course, I'm sure you're aware of this, but when it comes to you at this moment in time, your luck is about to change for better. Okay, so luck is about to change, and this is bringing this moment in time, it's bringing a very, very positive flow into your life. This adventure, it's not only about probably one of the most powerful adventures of your lifetime, but it's not only about, you know, about escaping from evil and about knowing how to detach yourself, understanding that now it's the time to detach yourself from something or someone completely, like fully. But it's also this adventure, it's all gonna lead towards you a couple of days later knowing exactly which steps do you need to take next, because it is adventure. It's not only about that, but what is gonna happen to you, some kind of beautiful gift about you about yourself, it's going to be highlighted as well. And that beautiful gift about yourself, something that you're so good at, something that you're so brilliant at, something that you're so amazing at, my gorgeous Aquamarini, this in itself is going to be highlighted. And when you become aware of like what you're so amazing at, it's not that you weren't aware of before, but it's just going to be highlighted. You will know this is your natural gift, and this is the way to go when it comes to you taking the next steps, and also when it comes to you establishing yourself at the same time. This is so important because it's also marking the beginning of a very, very special spiritual journey. After you've been through so much, after you've been through a lot, this is why this is like not just any type of journey, but it's a very, very sacred journey indeed, because a lot after this moment in time is going to come to you as a purely through a karmic reward because of a lot that you've actually been through so far. And also, my gorgeous Aquamarini, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, you know, you need to be the leader. You need to put your foot down. You need to put your point across, because someone is going to be ridiculously immature around you. So you're going to be dealing with this person who is going to be completely ridiculously immature. You will want to talk about something really important, about some kind of subject. You will want to discuss something. You know, you're absolutely right. Because you will want to come to the bottom of something. You're going to be talking to this person. You will want to attempt to have a normal conversation. And as this person is just going to be kind of like, that person is going to be like a really emotionally immature, you know. And then you're going to realize how much was this person actually affecting you from being creative. And this person was also fully responsible for you having a creative block at a time when you shouldn't have. And this in itself, it's really kind of like what you need to understand by you putting your foot down at the moment in time when someone starts acting so immature around you. You're not only like kind of by putting your foot down, you're doing the right thing, of course. But then again, at the same time, what you need to understand, by putting your foot down, the fog is going to lift. Okay, there is the fog in your life. My gorgeous Aquamarini is going to lift at the moment in time. Maybe I should have started it like that. The fog is about to lift. Very dark, heavy and negative fog in your life. It's about to start lifting at the moment in time when some nonsense person just start acting in such an emotionally immature way around you. The moment in time you put your foot down, the moment in time you put your point across, the moment in time you say exactly what's on your mind, that moment in time, the fog, the very dark fog, which has been around for way too long, it's about to lift. That in itself is going to make you realize so much about what exactly was preventing you to be more successful, what exactly was making you feel sad and miserable and negative at the time when you shouldn't have been. And you're also going to realize what was causing so much of an outer conflict in your life. This in itself, it's now suddenly going to make you realize some kind of unrealized project, you know. So you're going to realize an unrealized project, you know. It's a lot to do with you, like not like an unrealized project, but it's just some kind of unrealized project. You're gonna realize, you know, that you need to work on some kind of a project, you know. You're gonna realize that you still need to put so much more energy towards some kind of a project. So this is what I'm trying to say here. So this is what you're gonna realize, I suppose, an unrealized project, you know what I mean. So this is important because in itself it's going to lead towards you. You know, it's not only about that, my gorgeous Aquamarini, but I think it's just to do with the one specific person who is having such a bad influence and impact on you and on your life that you just really need to, like, oh my God, wake up and smell the coffee. Oh my God, you know what I mean? This is what you need to do. This is what you need to realize. It's not only this, but by you putting your foot down, but you putting your point across, it's not only about the fog lifting, but it's also about you. This is going to lead towards you finally, hallelujah, breaking negative habits. This is gonna lead towards you, you know, transforming, you know, negative and worrisome thoughts. And it's also going to lead, most importantly, towards you reclaiming your power. And you, my gorgeous Aquamarini, are very, very powerful signs. Okay? And there is only one thing that can really affect you. and make you kind of a little bit to be more function, if that's the word. It's like basically it can only be through somebody who is around you, who is affecting you in this negative, dark way. It's affecting you to be happy. So this is what happens to you, you know, because you're very, very powerful. But if you do like kind of find yourself around the wrong person, it's also going to take you a while to come out of it. But just because you're so good, you have a good heart, and sometimes you can't believe how naughty and how negative and how nasty and how dark in energy some people can actually be. Okay, so the last part of this week, my gorgeous aquamarine, it's like, oh my lord, you know, you will realize something very, it's gonna happen very interesting, more on a spiritual level. You're gonna gain some kind of insight here, and it's more like on a spiritual level here. Okay, this insight is going to surprise you, but at least it's going to open your eyes, and at least it's going to kind of like make you aware of what exactly do you need to reevaluate in your life. That insight that you're going to gain at around the end of the week, it's going to open your eyes, and it's going to make you aware of certain things, and that in itself is also going to make you aware of the fact that you need to make a really wise choice. Why? Because that insight, you need to make a wise choice, and a wise choice at this moment in time is going to be a change of direction, but a slight change of direction. And you also need to understand that this is gonna be really, really wise for you to do. Slight change of direction. And that in itself, you also need to understand that you must rely on yourself 1000%. By relying on yourself 1000% when it comes to this, you are at the same time choosing to empower yourself. By empowering yourself, you are also at the same time going to make an absolutely mind-blowing step, which is on one hand going to put you towards the direction of you following your dreams, and at the same time it's going to make a giant step towards your dream. It's like, oh my goodness. Okay, my gorgeous aquamarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.